Hey everyone, Dave here from DraftDashboard.com, bringing you today's midweek DFS update. Let's jump straight into the top picks for this slate. Starting with the quarterback position, let's talk about Jalen Hurts from the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I mentioned him earlier this week, and for good reason. He's facing the Baltimore Ravens, who have one of the worst defenses overall, and they give up the third most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Hurts has been averaging 23 fantasy points per game, scoring as high as 32 fantasy points just 3 games ago. With a dash rank of 100 and projected for 21 points, he's a solid pick at a $7,700 salary. Despite only being at a 3.94% ownership, Hurts is redefining his season, as highlighted in the articles discussing his recent upward trend in comparisons to Mahomes. I see him as a fantastic low ownership play this week. Moving on to the running back position, we have Joe Mixon from the Houston Texans. He's going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have the absolute worst defense overall, which puts Mixon in a prime position to capitalize. With an impressive dash rank of 100, Mixon has averaged 23 fantasy points per game this season. He put up a massive 38 points just 2 games ago and is projected for 20 points at an $8,000 salary. While his ownership sits at 9.07%, the favorable matchup and his recent performances make him a great choice for your lineups. Now, taking a look at the wide receiver options, let's highlight Nico Collins from the Houston Texans. Collins is another player benefiting from facing the Jaguars, who have the absolute worst defense overall. He's back and ready to perform after his recent return from injury, having put up 20 points in his last game. With a dash rank of 100 and projected for 18 points, he's a valuable asset at a $7,900 salary. His 7.25% ownership suggests many are seeing the potential in this favorable matchup, making him a compelling option for your roster. Heading over to the tight end position, Cade Otton from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is worth considering. Going up against the Carolina Panthers, who rank 31st in defense overall, Otton's matchup is highly advantageous. With a dash rank of 100, he's consistently putting up fantasy points, with a notable game of 22 points just 3 weeks ago. He's projected for 11 points and is a budget-friendly choice at a $4,500 salary with a 6.18% ownership. Otton's impressive rookie season and the favorable defense matchup make him a standout pick. Now, for the flex position, keep an eye on Alvin Kamara from the New Orleans Saints. Facing the Los Angeles Rams, who have one of the worst defenses overall, Kamara is set for success. He's put up points in the 31 range in recent games and is projected for 20 points this week. At a $7,700 salary and holding a significant 42.62% ownership, he's a chalk play, but with incredible upside, especially given his crucial role in the Saints' offensive plans. Finally, for defense, let's look at the New York Jets facing the Seattle Seahawks. With Seattle ranking 27th in defense, the Jets are projected for 7 points and have an 8% ownership at a low $2,500 salary. With a matchup against a team with less formidable defensive capabilities, they present great value. That's all for today's DFS midweek update. Be sure to utilize our daily fantasy tools by clicking the link in the description. Share your thoughts or lineups in the comments, subscribe if you haven't, and may the fantasy odds be in your favor this week.